Today, we'll be showing you how to remove and replace your drum belt on this LG electric dryer. Be sure to visit ApplianceVideo.com, where you will find thousands of repair videos on the latest technology. And for a limited time, you can save big on an annual membership and take advantage of all of our premium benefits. ApplianceVideo.com. Do it right the first time. The main reasons why you'd be replacing your belt is if the belt is broken or it could be making a noise. To begin the repair, you must first remove the top panel. Stop. Before beginning any repair, always be sure to disconnect the power to the appliance. It is also recommended to test the outlet for the proper voltage. You will need the following tools to complete this repair. To access the machine, we must first remove the top panel. It's held on by 3 Phillips screws on the bottom lip here. Once you have these taken off, grab the little front slider and pull it in. Start to wiggle the top off and set it to the side. Now that we have the top panel removed, in order to go further in this dryer, we will have to remove the front here. Now, in order to do so, there's a couple screws that will have to be removed. There are 2 Phillips machine thread screws on the bottom. There are 2 at the top. Now, normally these are covered with this sticker. You'll have to use something, pop it off, and just kind of set it below. Remove the 2 Phillips screws. We'll go ahead and close the door. When removing the ones at the top, it is held on by these little clips here, but make sure you put your leg or something against the front when you're removing the 2 top screws. Now, next, to pull the front forward, it is clipped in. Use a tack puller or a flat blade screwdriver, go below, press up, and let it drop down. Inside, we have a door switch. Remove this Molex, followed by a Molex for your UI. Use something to press in on the locking tab, separate it, lift up on the front, and set it to the side. Next, we'll have to remove the top bracket here. The first thing you'll want to do is push this Molex back inside. You can do that by pressing on the tabs that are on the top and the bottom with a small screwdriver and pushing it in. Next, we have 2 Phillips screws on the front. It's held on the front. It's got kind of like a slotted area with a hook on the sides, so you have to lift up and pull out, slide it down, and set it to the side. Now that we have the top bracket removed, the next thing we'll need to remove is the bulkhead. To start, you will have to remove any strain relievers. This one right here is broken. On this one here, we're going to go to the back side, pinch it with some pliers, and pull it out. Separate our Molex for our LED lamp, and just bring the wiring over to the side. We do have 4 Phillips screws that will have to be removed. Followed by your Molex on the bottom. You'll just pinch and separate. Lift up on your front bulkhead and start to pull out. Same on this side. Lift up, pull out, wiggle it free, and set your bulkhead to the side. Now that the front bulkhead has been removed, if your belt is broken, you will not have to remove the belt, but if it's not, what you'll have to do is get inside. You'll feel you have an idler pulley right here. You will push back on the idler pulley, remove the belt from the motor pulley, gently let it down so your spring does not get damaged. Pull up on the belt, keep sliding it across the machine, and set it to the side. When installing your new belt, first you will start to slide the belt around. You will have to push over the sides some. Next, we'll get it on the actual drum. Lift up on the drum and start to maneuver the belt right around the middle. Sometimes you can see a line on the drum, depending on how old it is, to where it actually positions. But we will stick our arms in here. We'll pull back on the idler. Keep pulling your belt down. There's two sides of your belt. You have a flat side and you have a ribbed side. Make sure the side with the ribs goes around the belt pulley. Let it drop down and rest on the idler. Now we can reinstall the front bulkhead. When reinstalling your front bulkhead, we'll bring it in. First, the lip of it will fit on the front of the drum. You may have to move it around. And what I want you to do is to bring this up and slide your two top pieces in first. Once you get these in, give the drum a spin. This will cause the bulkhead to draw in on the rollers. You will have to lift up again on each side to get the other portions of the bracket in. We're in. Next, go around and reinstall your Phillips screws. Plug back in our harness on the bottom. Bring around and reinstall your strain relievers and reinstall the Molex for your LED. Now we can reinstall the top bracket. When reinstalling your top plate, first we will push the door lock harness through the smaller slotted area. Bring it into place. Make sure your hook goes into the slot on the frame and slide down. Do the same on the opposite side. Reinstall our two Phillips screws. We will push back in the Molex. The side of the Molex, one side is larger, so it can only go in one way. Push in, hear the click. Now we can reinstall the front. When reinstalling the front, there are two lips on the very bottom that you will slide the front on. Once you get it in place, reinstall your door switch wiring, followed by your front wiring. Bring it in and clip it in. We will reinstall the two screws on the top. Now on the front, if you remember correctly, we have two regular Phillips on the front top. Followed by the two machine screws on the bottom. Close the door, and now we can reinstall the top. When reinstalling your top, I always like to put my hand on the slider because the bottom is really sharp. We'll drop it in and line it up. It can only fit on one way. Grab the front and the back and make sure you apply pressure so that it is slipped in. There we go. Now we will reinstall the 3 screws on the back. And this will complete your repair. Thank you for watching another quality video from ApplianceVideo.com. If you found this video helpful, make sure you click the like and subscribe to our channel.